Michael Easter is a professor of journalism right here in town in UNLV. And I can't believe actually that I've never met this man because he's had a fascinating couple of years. Uh, all the travel he has done working up to a book called The Comfort Crisis. It's basically what a blueprint for how we can leverage the power of discomfort in our daily lives and how this is all tied to tension, burnout, and all the disease and lack of happiness that is going on in the world. It's a fascinating topic.
I am so uncomfortable, which is why we need to talk to this man. He is Michael Easter. He's the professor of journalism over at UNLV. How are you, my friend? Good to talk to you.
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. It's great to talk to you both.
I've read into this, like people that are actually going out and trying to tackle the things that make them the most uncomfortable of all. Well, what's the most common discomforts that you come across that people have eliminated from their lives?
Sure. Well, I mean, there's a lot. So if you think about everything that most influences daily life today, most of it is less than 100 years old. It's all this new stuff we've added to our life that makes it a lot easier and less challenging. I think a really easy one for people to grasp quickly is how much effort and physical activity we've removed from our lives. So the average person today only takes about 4,000 steps. Now, in our past, even just 100 years ago, people moved 14 times more than we do today because life required effort, right? And we had to walk, we had to run, we had to carry stuff everywhere, we had to walk upstairs, etc.
That's terrible.
Yes.
Yeah. Literally,
So
listen, this is profound, Michael, what you're saying. I mean, my relatives ran a 4,000 acre dairy farm in Minnesota. So their lives were about physical work from the start of the day to the end. They had an outhouse. They made their own clothes. So yeah, we're talking about a whole different lifestyle. So you embarked on a kind of an amazing mission around the world and also put yourself in an incredible experience in Alaska because you wanted to experience discomfort and find the value in it.
Yeah, exactly. So this all started, the whole book idea started when I spent more than a month up in the Alaskan backcountry. And my background is that I've worked as a health journalist for my entire career. I was on staff at Men's Health magazine for a long time. So, I thought I really knew everything about health. And I'd made this observation that things that usually improve our health and happiness usually require going through some discomfort. So things like if I want to get fit, I have to work out. If I want to lose weight, I might feel some hunger. But I go to Alaska and I get introduced to all these discomforts that we just don't face anymore. So of course it's a lot more effortful. I was hungry because we don't pack in enough food. But even things like silence and solitude of nature is very different than we have today. Being physically hungry. Nowadays, the stats show that 80% of the time people eat, it's because it's a certain time on their watch or they're bored, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that kind of introduced me to this idea of like, man, there's all these discomforts we've removed from our lives and what can they do for us and what are the downsides of this really comfortable world we now live in? So after that, I did travel the globe. I went to places like Bhutan, Iceland, met some really interesting researchers and scientists across the country. So places like Harvard and in Texas. And I learned a lot. It was very eye-opening, very fascinating. And my mind was blown at how different our lives are than they were even just 100 years ago. To your point about your relatives, like 80% of the world were farmers 100 years ago. And that's a lifestyle that is tough and challenging. And in just 100 years, which is like zero time in the grand scheme of humanity, we now can, we sit behind screens all day and we can eat Snickers and Slurpees, and which those things are great. Don't get me wrong.
20 years though, but not even having that like cellular device with you the whole time. I mean, a lot has changed in a very short amount of time. So there's a 3-day effect. Let's talk about what that is and how people can kind of add this to their lives and kind of find that discomfort on their own.
Yeah, so if you think about how humans evolved, we lived in nature for literally all of time, right? Nowadays, we spend 93% of our time indoors. But we know that from the research that spending more time in the outdoors is associated with better physical health and also a lot better mental health. So the country right now is going through something of a mental health crisis, and we're burnt out, we're anxious, depression is super high, and nature can actually be an antidote to that. So there's this idea called the 3-day effect. And it basically shows that after 3 days in wild nature, your brain starts to ride these different waves that are called alpha waves. So these waves are associated with calmness, just feeling more at peace, also a lot higher creativity. They're the same waves that are found in really experienced meditators, which is interesting because we all know, like, we've heard meditation is great, but who actually wants to sit and,
It's tough to do.
think about your breath?
Your
Yeah,
phone's
it's
vibrating.
hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So
Actually,
you get a lot of the same effects.
it's awesome. I love this topic, Michael. I said, actually, we were speaking with a woman yesterday about the value of meditating. We have run out of time, but we would love to have you back on the show. I don't think we even got to some of the ways to maybe practically integrate kind of, life in the city or life right here in Las Vegas. And, being able to achieve some of that peace and calm that you're talking about that you found out in the wilderness of Alaska and other places. So thank you so much. Your book, The Comfort Crisis, is available. Where can people get it?
Wherever books are sold. The Writer's Block downtown is one of my favorite bookstores in the world, and they have plenty of copies, and I even signed them if you're interested.
Representing local business. Love the man.
Love
Good
it.
to talk to you.
Try. Thank you.
Michael, thank you so much. Michael Easter, The Comfort Crisis. Make sure you pick it up. He's the professor of journalism over at UNLV. And if you'd like to see this interview again, you can go to our website, LasVegasMorningBlend.com.